Hello, it is Lord Haywire. I'm streaming some 2D4X today. I was looking at myself. I was gazing majestically at myself in the OBS. I don't have a mirror at my house right now. I haven't had a mirror for like a month. That may seem weird, but uh, there was a leak in my bathroom. I'm talking about this a bunch. Leak in my bathroom, so I'm having my bathroom redone. And I really need to shave. Like, it's to the itchy, gross phase where like the hair comes in. And I can probably pull it off. I used to shave all the time without a what am I doing here? Activating. I used to shave all the time without a mirror, but I'm old and I like need a fucking walker. And I'm basically suck at everything. Age has demolished me, and I need a mirror now. I guess I don't have to have a mirror, but it would be really nice to have a mirror to shave it. And that's my story for the beginning of my stream. Amazing story, right? All right, what are we doing today? We are working on 2D4X, which is a video game I'm making in Godot.Net, which is the C# version of Godot. We're still getting these errors, by the way. I upgraded to RC1, 4.4 RC1, release candidate 1. The errors, oh, well, they're not showing up now, but they will show up at some point. They don't seem to do anything. I decided I have to put an issue in. I tried on the Godot forum, but no one looks at that. It's pretty dead. I'm actually kind of shocked how dead it is. And then I was thinking it's probably no one looks at it because it's the C# version, and there's very few of us C# people. So this is a post-apocalypse strategy game. It's going to take place in North America right now. I live in Oregon, so I picked Oregon. We're going to start with these test ones, and then there's one in Washington because, Washingtonians want to go to war with them. I don't know. What we're working on today is something. We have to test the equipment assignment in the quartermaster, which I think we actually tested, but we'll do that. We'll test it again, and then let's update this README though first, because that's the easiest thing to do. We just got to open up this file here. I really wish I didn't have to include this Godot thing. This Godot. So I listen to music that you guys can't hear, and I picked an album. I picked The Breeders, which I haven't heard in a long time, and whoever created this album has the songs are at different volumes, which is one of my most hated things. So the first song was perfect, and it just finished, and now the second song has started, and you can't even hear the fucking thing. So I'm looking for. Let's do whatever this is. We'll do this. It's got some Fugazi in it. There we go. We're opening up the README over here. README. Where you at? It's crazy that's still what this is called after all these years. So we are an RC1 here. That's what we need to change. RC1, and that's how they do it. I like to be consistent and make it exactly the same as that. So there we are. That has been updated. I don't know why this thing's bouncing around over there. All right, that's done. I guess we don't need to move it around. It's whatever. It's just fine right where it is. I didn't move over this though. I forgot to move the county improvements to the bottom when we finish that part. This should actually be right here because we're working on heroes. All right, so let's test this shit. So what we did, I need this up. What we did is we set it so that it should assign. If we look at our hero here, it should assign stuff here, but not here. It's going to be down here. And then we're going to test that. Basically, we're going to let it run to 4 a.m. And then 4 a.m. is passed. We have no messages because I had that turned off. So it looks like we did have these things assigned. Yeah, we already tested this shit. I remember this. Man, this runs a lot. Maybe I should put this only to run. I just had this thought right now. This has nothing to do with what we were currently working on. Why did I go back to this? We need to go to the clock. Yeah, because it runs them right in a row, and so it's kind of we can just comment them out for now. Where am I going here? Not UI. Let's open up the clock. I guess the clock was already open. We just comment this crap out right now. It was for testing something else, and now I don't even see where is this thing. Is this getting invoked? It's going to be under county, actually, I think. Yeah, so here's our weekly check. Man, everything's very sluggish today. Hopefully it's the streaming is working. Let's double check here. Everything looks fine. Okay. Let's comment that shit out. Let's comment this shit out. I don't remember what this is. We can comment that out. Oh, I do remember what that is. We'll leave that there. We don't need this right now. All right. So we've done that. The test is done. We can. I think I actually put this in, and then we did the test, and I just didn't close it. So next thing we got to do is when you go to here, we need to populate this with the correct stuff, which should be none. These should all be saying none. And I think, and this is for later. And then we need to make this actually do something. I kind of wish, I probably should change this in all of these. I kind of like it better in video games or whatever in life with checkboxes. This includes, like when you have to, every website, everything now has like you've read the terms of agreement. If you have to check the actual box, you can't check the whole word. It frustrates me. So I should probably not do things that frustrate me. I want to be able to check the whole thing. So I should probably make these buttons. But a little late on that thought process. So let's do this first. So we're going to also, the method that assigns that stuff will also need to assign at the beginning of the game. Actually, we can just have it default to none. And then at the first time at 4 a.m., I want to have less things happen immediately when you start the game because it's already feels like it's starting to lag a little bit. And we're going to have a lot more things lag out, I guess. So let's go back to what we're doing here. Not back to it. So that is the population description panel, and we started to. I started to work on this, and then I was like, wait, that's not what we're doing. That's not how this. Yeah. So then I had like a for loop and shit in here instead of a for each loop, and then we have an equipment, an array of labels, and then we have our checkbox. So what we need to do is get rid of this. What we need to do, so each hero, if we look at our population data, should have somewhere. Now this song is I know you guys can't hear this. It's very loud. This is a different list. All right, so this is the one. And oh yeah, I had to figure out how to do this because I'd never done this before, where I actually set the number of the array ahead of time. So we have 5 slots there, and then we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots there. I mean, that is. So in the population data, this should all match up. We did this on purpose, which is strange for me. I usually do not do things on purpose. So if for each label, Stickle Wings, how's it going? Javier, I don't know if that one works because that's an H name. Is it an H? I don't know. It's got to be like a J sound, I think. How's life for you? How have you been? We're gonna do this. I don't know why I do this every time like this. Okay, so for each label in We go if population data dot equipment. Oh, we were for looping this because we needed to have the actual numbers. But do we? We can do it. We have to do it a different way. We do it with this. For each, what is this thing? Equipment data? Equipment data? In population data equipment. If population data, no, if equipment data. What's your problem over there for each? What is your problem? Good data. What is this? This is a good data. Why am I? Good data. And we're going to call this equipment. Oh, so you didn't have a job before? No, you had a job, but it wasn't in the field that you wanted to be in. Did you move to part-time, or did you? Man, I always put aside time and I go, yeah, this is the this is when I'm going to do stuff, and then I just don't do it. If equipment is not equal to null, I don't know what I'm doing here. Then, oh, I think we do need to do a for loop. I was still trying to get, oh, we have this other dumb thing called equipment. So we'll call this good data. I glanced at my like stats or whatever for Twitch when I started streaming today, and there was someone who followed last week, and I couldn't remember. It's been a week. I know he said he was working on a project, and I was like, oh yeah, that guy's working on a project. What was it? I cannot remember. It's so my memory is so fucking terrible. Oh, you're back in school too? Man, you have a busy life. If I don't have my daily naps, then I get upset. So, yeah, we are gonna have to for this. Okay, so let's do this. Because this is an array as well. Yeah, okay. So that's why we had this for in here. There's really no other way to do this if it goes, I don't know. How do I do that? Yeah. Yeah, that's what we want. We don't want this, and we don't want this. This can go away. If population data dot equipment I is not equal to null, then equipment text is equal no. Do I have an equipment name in here? What is this thing? What is this thing? Why did I do it this way? Whatever. The minute I do something, the next weekend I'm like, this is dog shit. Why did I write it that way? This isn't good. This is a good data. So then we're going to go good. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. A good name. What's your fucking problem? Label does not contain a definition for text. Because we got to go like that. That was the whole point of doing this as a for loop. Busy. Busy is the new drug. I see. I do. So I know I talk about quitting drinking all the time, and I try not to because I think it's gauche. I don't know. You ever had that friend who quit drinking and they're like, oh, let me tell you about all, and you're just like, oh, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that guy. When I quit drinking, I had to be busy all the time. I couldn't be bored. But now I'm back to being allowing, like, I'm okay with just, I'm bored. I can play a video game. Do not. That seems great. You know what I mean with your friends who have quit drinking. Then we're gonna else this. If I can type else in here, equipment I dot text equals. We need to pull up my translation thing. Right, exactly. That's the my parents. Uh, at some point, this was like 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago. They thought I needed a life coach. Uh, so they hired one of their friends who was a life coach, and he would call me all the time. Hey, Josh, do you want to do your life coach conference, and we can talk about. And his qualifications for being a life coach was that he had been crippled in some accident. And I thought that was like, so he had all the knowledge, all of the wisdom now how to continue on. And I'm like, how does that apply to me? What are you trying to say here? And I would just ignore. I wouldn't return his calls and stuff, and he would get more and more aggressive. And eventually, he left a message that was like, very, because he's just like a sales guy. He's like, your parents have already paid for this. Like, why don't you just have a 1 hour conference? And I called him back and I said, no, I have no interest in your life coaching. So I thought I was done with it. And then a couple years later, I went to a party with my parents, a Christmas party, and the dude was there and he cornered me and he wanted me to, like have this conference with him for an hour at a Christmas party. I was surrounded by strangers too. And so I just had this annoying dude. And it's funny, Stinklewinks, is that it seemed like that's what he was, that's like his thing. He was going to say exactly what you said. I didn't give up and I was crippled in this accident, so you shouldn't give up on your life. And I'm like, who said I was giving up on my life? Like, what impression did I give my parents? Elementile, how's it going? I didn't even get to hear. So yeah, then he left me alone after that because I was like, dude, I don't have any interest in your services or whatever. I'm pretty sure I already have the word none in here, but I just have to check. Yeah, I see. Word none. So I think we have to tell it to translate because for some reason I have to. And I can't remember how it works, but I know TR, here we go. It looks like this. It's my parents have always thought there was that I was depressed or something, but I have been depressed. So maybe I should be clear. So I have been depressed and stuff in my life. But they've always been like, why don't you see a shrink? In fact, I went to a shrink when I was 16. This is just going to be the word none. Oh, word none. Word none. And then we're going to put this here, except we have to put a thing here. Yeah, so I think, and this is going to sound horrible, but I think that stupid people aren't. I think they never get depressed. And there is, I don't know if you're saying lucky for the stupid people, but yes, I do. It is probably luck. Ignorance is bliss, even though I'm using that. All right, so this is going to go through and populate this shit. It took me 20 minutes to write this. All right. a simple for loop 20 minutes later. So me and my friends were talking about that too. Well, one friend. Yeah, no, that's fine. We're talking about how we overanalyze stuff all the time, and it's such a bummer. All right, so we have, this is all saying none, which is what we want. Let's check another person. Yeah, that's all none, except we're going to turn that off. So that we're only going to show this. Let's put this in here. Generate equipment should actually, we're going to hide that. So on here, we're going to need a thing that is on here is where we want to do that. Did I already put this somewhere else? I think I might have already put this like here. What was sex label? Population data. Yeah, it's right here. So we can get this. We don't need to add it here. We can go if population data dot is hero. I don't know why I was in such deep thought there about this. If is hero equals true, then we go population description panel dot instance dot. Oh, we should probably pay attention. Elemental, dude, I 100% know that feeling. This map that we're looking at right here has been like this for a year or something. And one day I was like right at the beginning of a stream, I was like, let's just add another county so it looks like I've done something. Like it's not that difficult to add a county in for, and you know, I just gotta like paint, you know, cut out the county. And then I was like, it's kind of a waste of my time though, because it's not going to add anything new that's for the testing, you know? And then I was like, we'll do it next time. And then I just never got around, just because this is literally, and then, you know, I saved it. This is a live thing that's saved to YouTube, and it auto generates the thumbnails. I almost call it a thumb drive. And I'm too lazy to make my own. So this map has been a thumb drive or thumbnail so many times. So many times. It's like anyone thinks, oh, Josh has a new Lord Haywire, you know, whatever. It has a new video out. Same thumb drive. Fuck. I helped somebody at my work this week, and we talked about thumb drives a lot, and so it's in my brain. She went to a Best Buy to buy a thumb drive, and the guy at Best Buy said, "Oh, we only have flash drives here." And I thought that, like, the guy at Best Buy didn't know that that's the same thing. Yeah, I saw Elemental. I saw, what game was it? Like Soul Ash 2 or one of the, like some indie game that I play where the guy rewrote a huge chunk and updated it. And he released the update, but it changed nothing to the front end. And all these people were flipping out in his in the Steam comments, like, we waited 6 months for this, and the guy was like, dude, you have no idea how much work I put into the back end to fix and prepare for the next huge update. I forget what game it was, because I felt for the guy, like 6 months of time and all the people. What's going on here? Oh, there's a bug here. I just found a bug. Something broke with hero with the hero activities panel. What is up with this new thing? This just started today. I want to do a blank issue. I hope too, Elementai, that he thought they were distinct things. That he just, you know. But she called me and was like, "Is it okay if I get a flash drive?" And instead the guy said that's all they have. And I was like, "Yep." This is gonna be after this. We'll look at that. Clipped. I don't know how. Let me click on this. Is this gonna be a thing of myself? Um, I have to go to like a special. No one ever clips stuff on me, so I don't know what it is. Oh, it's gone. Or maybe it's because I'm streaming. I don't know. Let me go back over here. Actually, that's not true. I used to, on my other channel, I used to check occasionally for clips, and I would find that there would be bizarre clips. I think there must have been mistakes, but it would be random people had clipped stuff. If you're on your final step, well, that's pretty... Like your final step for you to actually be able to release to the public. I mean, I have mine released, but they're not fun. I release mine, but it's trash. I just want to get the process. I'm working on the process of, you know, because there is going to be a point where I am releasing this and people will be excited. I hope they'll be excited. What are we doing? Okay, we got to fix this thing. So if this instance, what did we call it? Inventory? Inventory? I guess I didn't call it that. I just looked at it. Inventory? It's because it's private. Inventory, show. Then we're going to loop through this crap. And then I guess I'll just make this an else. And if else, we'll just hide it. I was thinking I was going to do it better, but I've suddenly decided to do it bad. Just because. Oh, yeah. One of my friends had all of his projects are like that. I'm always impressed. Like every single project he does he sets up that, and there's that testing that GitHub does too. I don't know how any of that crap works. All right, so this should now change how this works. Did I save it? This should now change how this shows. I can't believe this just broke. And it took him a while to get those tests to run. And I noticed one time, I think it was on here. Maybe it was. And I was thinking that on here it showed that it ran tests. No, they have some other thing that I think I'm misremembering. Let's see. Oh, I have this. I have this already running immediately? Oh, no, that's storage. Okay. Let's click on this. Let's click on this. Let's click on you. This looks good. Let's click on you, and then it's missing. We need to hide the subordinates thing. Actually, we should just hide the whole thing. I've done it wrong. Do I have this in play, though? I don't think I do. So this HBox we'll call something. We'll call it something, and then we'll update. We need this one to be hidden, not the other one. Not the inventory one. This will be Inventory and subordinates. Since I can't, come on, since I can't spell here, spell or click. We want this to be HBox. Speeding up development. I wish I could. I just need to put more time in. That's the big thing is I'm just not putting enough time. In 6 hours a week, I'm never gonna get anything done. I was thinking about that again this week. Like it was like Wednesday or something. I was like, I should stream this or work on it. There's 2 other games that I fuck around with sometimes, and I really should fuck around with one of those too, because I have fun fucking around with them. Tory and some. Do I still have it on my? Oh, I do. Excellent. Inventory. HBox. Container. This is just an HBox. Come on. HBox. And then we'll go back over to here and we'll fix this thing. That's not a long variable name. Inventory. There's a paywall on GitHub? Oh, I was paying the $5 thing for a while. Let's try this again. Oh, I didn't drag the shit over. I'm wondering, I honestly am wondering if these errors are generated because I'm dragging shit over. Yeah, that's the other thing that, like with streaming and with, coding and everything is there's a lot of downtime of you doing stuff, updating. Luckily, Godot is very quick to update, but updating Godot, updating, oh yeah, server stuff. What type of game are you making again? I can't remember. I'm sorry. My memory's trash. Oh, man, I can't believe that broke. All right, so this hero, it's all there, and it all says none. It looks terrible, but we're used to that at this point, and this doesn't have it. All that for that simpleness. So then, at 4 a.m., something should happen. Okay, here. Primitive scouting equipment. That looks awful. Like it's so awful that I'm having a hard time distinguishing. We need to do an underline or something on here. Let's see if we can do that. If I remember correctly, underlines are difficult. You got to do something to them. I think I was just winging it with change. Like that's why this one has this weird. It was easier to do like a backdrop than it was to underline the stuff. But this looks like a line of garbage. I mean, I know this shit's ugly, but it's got to be readable. I hope. Displayed. I vaguely remember this underline label. That's not underline. Me and I was Stingle Wings, who was in chat, was trying to work on his UI. Like, right, he was brand new, and I was just telling him more H boxes, more. And for good reason, he was like, "That can't be right." Yeah, see, Like, what? What do you mean more H? And people were telling me that when I was learning too. They're like, you just put another H box in there, and I was like, what? And I watched some videos. There was one guy who was like manually dragging little sections around. But my worry is that when you make this change, it's gonna jack it all up. You know, it's already. This is somewhat new. Find and use a font including underlines. Add the underline manually. Does not have a custom. It's not based on rich text. You have access to BB code. Oh, I do have access to BB code, don't I? Yeah, now this song's fucking out of control loud too. I know you guys can hear it. Custom drawing in 2D. This is what is this? This is too old. This is 5 years old. No, that's even older. Wait, maybe this isn't as hard as I thought it was. Maybe I'm my own worst enemy. Underline. Hint, underline. Meta, underline. Push, underline. I don't want that. I just want a simple underline. How about italics? So this reminds me of like web design. Crystal Mess, how's it going? Unlike label, rich text label doesn't have a property to horizontally align text to the center. Instead, why can't I just use why isn't there like a click button for underline? A checkbox, there's the words. Yeah, so I still feel like everything I do I'm doing it the wrong way. If that makes sense, like I feel like so coming from like the IT world, there's a lot of like best practices. Um, and I feel like with programming video games, there isn't a best practice. It's like however you can get it to work, and I always feel like I'm picking the worst way to do it. Crystal, we are looking. I'm trying. I just want to under. So when you look at this stuff here, this equipment, this is the title, and this is the actual equipment, and it looks like dog shit. Like I just need it to be readable, and it's not. So I was thinking I'll just throw an underline under the titles, but it's more of a pain than I remembered. No, I remembered that it was a pain, and I remembered that's why I didn't use it. So you can do, what is this? How did I do this? Let's look, it's right here. How did I do this thing? It's been a while. That's going to be perks. What is this perk label doing in here? It says none. Let's go to somebody without a perk. Okay, so that's like that. I don't know. Elemental, I don't know. I haven't used BB code that much except for like an occasional change of color of a. I think that's what that is. So how did I do this perk label here with oh, I bet you I did a theme override or some shit. What are my options here? I guess not. I guess I didn't do a... Oh, I did. I did a font shadow color. We're going to ask ChatGPT. I'm just curious what it will barf out. I'm going to log in over here. I think I logged in with my Google account. I think. I should just announce that to the world. Put in my password on the screen here too. How do I underline a label? Underline text in Godot 4.4.net C#. You gotta tell it. Otherwise it will give you some, what the fuck is this? Use rich text. It's just a U? That's it? Right. You know, so we were playing one of the Paradox games and we were doing multiplayer, and I'm like, all right, like I was streaming it, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna set up the server, this while we're streaming it, and it had the password in clear text, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the fuck, Paradox? You don't put the dots over shit anymore? That's it. That's how you do it. That's not very hard. Are you lying to me, ChatGPT? Let's make this a rich. Let's do that. Let's go back over here. Let's go back to... no. We want the title to be underlined. Let's test it. Yeah, this doesn't need to be... This needs to be just a normal label. I saved that. I haven't built it. Let's change this type to rich. It's right there. And then let's... what did it want me to do? Just throw some U's in there? U and U. Can I just do this right here? Whoops. Come on. Come on, fingers. How's your day going, Crystal? Morning? Is it? Are you in what time zone? I gotta pick a hero. Well, it's gone. It's gone because... No? Oh, maybe I have to click this? I don't even know what BB code is. It's like another thing I should add to my list of things I need to just like read about a little bit. Whoops. I was auto going there. Let's like make sure that what am I doing here? Okay, so BB code enabled. These are in quotes though. Use a label with a custom theme. Use custom control. No, I don't want to draw a line. What is this thing? Add a rich text label. Enable this. Set the text. So, but I can't. I can't type it in up here because it seems to just disappear. I changed that, but it's... Am I supposed to have like a capital U or something? U. That looks right. I'm I don't have the quotes in there because it's not code. What am I doing wrong here? Doing something dumb. It's probably not. I'm doing something ignorant because I don't know. I don't use these normally. So what do we got here? Where is this thing? Let's do this first. Let's take a look at this so we can actually see it. And maybe the problem is it's like not centered or something. Like it could be here. I just don't see it because it's way over here or something. If this is easy, I'll probably use this more. So let's turn this description panel on. Yeah, it's mushed. This is the problem. Why can't you see this text? Fit content. There we go. There we go. Does that change it on here? I mean, it didn't translate it. Oh, because it can't translate it with these U's. I don't really want to set it in code. I have an interesting idea here. Sorry. No. I don't know what I've just undid. I just undid something. I wanted to undid it here. I want this to go like this. And then I want over here. What are we looking at? What are we looking for? We want to go reconnaissance equipment. I think it's at the. No, I guess I sorted it. No, I didn't. All right. We're going to figure this out here. I think what I got to do is put that U garbage here. And then rego here. Oh, well, that's not going to do us any good because we're going to get an error because that thing's open. It's not underlined. It is translated. Because I know that you can put codes in. You know what the problem is, though? We have to re-import this. Let's make sure this is saved. This happens every time that I mess with this, yeah. And if this is the way it has to be done, that actually might solve some future problems where, so we could just go through and every one that says the word title in it, we could put the U's. Trying to look on the bright side here. Yeah, that's the way we do it. So how does this look, though? Get out of here. How does this look at 4 a.m. with stuff in there? Does it look like dog shit? I mean, it's going to look like dog shit to a point, but... I think it's good enough for now. All right, so let's go back to this. Back to this. And back to this. We'll add these U's in. That means we're going to have to add the U's, though, to every translation? That seems like suck. Except maybe they do that because certain languages are going to have it differently. You know what I mean? Because we were talking about this a while ago. God damn it. We were talking about this a while ago, like, question marks aren't going to fly for certain languages. And phrases aren't going to work. Certain phrases aren't going to mean the same thing. Here, let's start at the top here. Whoops. /u. There's got to be a way to get inside this thing without using my mouse. They're hiring somebody at my work to also to be like an office assistant, but they're also supposed to help me occasionally. And they gotta be in office, but they're gonna make them take an Excel test, and they're like, this is the Excel test that we're gonna make them take. And I was like, I bet you I can't pass that Excel test. Like, why is that a thing? And so I took it, and I got sidetracked, so I didn't take the whole thing, but because I got, had to help people for the job, but I took like half of it, and probably 80%, 70% of it, I had no idea. I was Googling shit. Because I'm not like Excel. As long as you can figure out how to Google it. Oh, we gotta do this too. As long as you can figure out how to Google it, I think that's more important than knowing off the top of your head how to. This is what they kept saying. Like, one of the questions is not what they kept saying. This is one of the questions is, what does it mean in Excel if your mouse is a plus thing, like mine is right now? I was like, I don't fucking know. I don't know. It's a plus thing. I can use it. It's weird because this happened when we had our old owners at my job also suddenly wanted to give people Excel tests, new hires Excel tests, and it was just like, is that really necessary? As long as they can Google it, I feel like that should be. Interactive no SQL. Yeah, well, so if people at my job come to me and say, hey, I want to do this complicated thing in Excel, I say, go ask accounting. Because accounting knows how to use Excel. They're going to, if they don't, then that's when there's a problem. But it's when, besides that, no one else really needs to know the intricacies. They got to be able to operate it a little bit, but it's not like relations where you're talking about like different cells connecting to each other. Like, as long as it's not that you're not doing that much of it. Now we need to change these things to rich text too. Not all of them. We probably should rename them as well. I just did this. Pivot tables. So pivot tables is something I know how to do because my boss one day said, can you send this to me as a pivot table? And I was like, I don't even know what the fuck that is. And he's like, well, I'll show you once. He loves pivot tables. Loves them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And pivot tables are pretty useful. So as long as someone can show you, once again, like you can Google that though, like as long as you can figure it out. All right, so what did we do up here? So this should all be fine because we're pulling that. So let's see if this works again here. The excitement of underlining things. We got one. Oh, right. These all need to have this. I might be able to do these all at once. Let's see. So we need to turn this on. I don't think this is actual fit content. Let's see if this all turned on. They did. Here we go. All right, so that looks a little bit better. It's still pretty. I need to like talking back about best practices and consistency and stuff. I need to like from now on, all titles are underlined. Okay, so this is primitive scouting equipment. You know what we could do to make this better too? A little bit better, and that's easy, is we can go to here, and we can just make their font smaller. And I think we can just do that with a theme override here. I don't know what it currently is. Let's say 10. I think it's 12 or something. So let's say 10 and see if that works. And then well, in like 2 minutes, we'll take a break. When I say we, I mean me. That might be a little small. Okay, not 12 to start with. How about 16? I think that looks about the same. So let's go 14. So the font size, when you go to this font size thing, it defaults to 1, right? It should default to whatever it was originally. There's a lot of small things. Like, there's a lot of small quality of life things in Godot that are definitely not the end of the world. Like, that's not the end of the world. But it would be nice. And it probably is, I can't remember. I think it was last stream, someone was mentioning, like, the age of the engine has a lot to do with stuff, with how good the engine is. And I think that's probably one of those things. That looks fine. Let's go. It's probably one of those things where it is like the age of the engine. Once they implement, someone complains enough or whatever, somebody gets the wild hair up their ass to fix that or add that, they'll add it. I mean, that still looks like dog shit. But it's good enough for now. Probably we should have it like this, a drop shadow on it or something. But we will have a beautification process. But yeah, someone will fix it, and then it'll be fixed forever. Or add it, implement whatever, like those little things. But it also could be programmer brain that I mention every once in a while, where to a programmer, having it empty is better. That's the better way to do it, or having it at 1, not the default. All right, what were we doing? We're gonna take a break here in a second, in 2 minutes. So let's get this. Let's get it up. Let's put up what we're gonna work on next here. Set up UI so the player can check something broke with the here. Yeah. Should I just fix this first? Let's look at this real quick. Let's get started in looking at this. I'm quite surprised it's broke, actually. Wonder what we changed. We as in me. So this should have a whole list of stuff. In fact, I don't even know how we would get that unless we're missing. I feel like, because I did all that weird shit with, like, I rolled back and stuff. I wonder if I rolled back the wrong part. That's this. Yeah, this is missing a bunch of stuff. This is missing, like, a bunch of stuff. There's like a whole branch that we're missing a section of from last time. It's like we roll back to an earlier point. What am I running here? Let's save this. Because that would be a pain to rewrite. There was actually like it shouldn't even work. Because I have this copy. All right, I was making sure I was running this one. This one doesn't actually need to be here. We're on hero inventory. I deleted hero inventory. I wonder if it's the branch we're on. All right, that's saved. Let's commit this. Yeah, there's something. I fucked up something with GitHub, I think is what's happened. What did we do here? I guess all we did is add underlining. We'll commit this to here, though I think we're on the wrong branch. So I deleted this, but maybe I didn't delete it locally. So if we do this, this is going to get all fucked up. See, and here it is now. We're on the wrong branch. It's a first for me. It's a perfect time for me to take a break, though. Yeah, that's a first for me. I've never been on the wrong branch before. Look at all this. Okay, some of those are there. All right, let me throw my break timer, and I will be back in less than 5 minutes. Right. When I was outside, I was thinking I probably have just set myself up for a hellish nightmare of problems. But I think what I did, let's look at my GitHub here. I think what I did was, did I turn off my break timer? Yes. We pulled this back and we fixed this. I think what I did was I deleted on this one. Yeah, now it's back again. I think what I did is I deleted hero inventory here and I didn't delete it locally in this thing. And so when I created I created a new branch, but it was named the same thing. Some bleach in your hair, like hair bleach or just normal clothing bleach. I used to dye my hair black. Um, I think what I did is so I recreated a new branch called Hero Inventory, and I didn't like fully delete this other branch. Is that a thing that I should be worried about? GitHub, create branch with same name as deleted branch. No, it's not a problem. Um, so when I was outside, I was thinking about, it popped in my head that I couldn't believe, I grew up in Ramona when I was really young, and I couldn't believe that my parents... See, I worked on this last week. I couldn't believe my parents let me run around um, with rattlesnakes everywhere as a toddler. They're just like, yeah, let's go play off in those rocks filled with rattlesnakes. Uh, I was wondering, what about you guys in chat? Were there snakes? There's no snakes in Portland. There's snakes around where you guys grew up? Were you allowed to go play with them? I'm surprised I wasn't bit by a rattlesnake. Rattlers? Yeah, the rattlers. You never saw them. What type of... In Florida, you guys got those crazy poisonous snakes, so that's... So I don't know how to do this. What I need to do is merge this into this. This is what we're going to do. We're going to make a copy of this just in case, because I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't want to fuck this up. We don't need this. We can go out of here. I don't think the Git thing is going to help me, the check thing, Crystal, because I know what I did, I think. We're going to make a copy of this. We're going to delete this other copy, though, because this was something else I was fucking around with. That's all poisonous snakes. My girlfriend at the time went to San Diego to visit with me, and we went on a walk, because that's what you do in San Diego, in the boonies. My parents live in the boonies of San Diego. You go on walks, and we went on a walk. And we were walking down the road, out in the middle of nowhere. And I was like, hey, go grab that stick for me. And she was like, okay. And she started walking over there, and it was a rattlesnake, because I knew it was a rattlesnake. Because I'm from San Diego, so she's like, oh my God, is that a fucking snake? She jumped like 10 feet in the air. Oh. Because they are chill. They're rat snake. Oh, you said rat snakes. Yeah, rattlesnakes are pretty chill too. They just, they rattle when you get close to them. So I think it was dead too. I think it had been driven over by a car, so it wasn't even. Yeah, so we had there. And Portland doesn't have them, but some parts of Oregon um, has whatchamacallit 'em, garter snakes. I think I need to close this stuff real quick while I'm doing this. Yeah, dead snakes are definitely pretty chill as well. All right, so let's open this up again. And I'm gonna try. What I'm gonna try to do is merge activities into inventory, and then we'll continue to work on that. I hope. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really know. I'm in the wild frontier here. We just need any old thing to open up. I picked up a garter snake when I was a small child, and it bit me. And it just pinches you. And I was very, I was very very offended. All right, so now we're on hero activities. I think what we need to do is merge these two, and I don't know if I'm going to do this right. So we made that copy, so we can always go back. So I think, so hero, see, this is main. We pushed main. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's because of this stupid .godot folder that I have to do every time. So we got to push these to, we're currently on activities. So that's fine. We're going to push whatever. .godot file updated. It updates every time you open the goddamn thing. We'll push that. Is that on the video? This guy, Tyler Nolan, was bit by a cobra. Yeah, I don't have nightmares. I used to have snake nightmares, which I always thought was weird because in real life I'm not that scared of them. So I think I go to here, then I right click here, and then I merge. No, I want to do it the other. No, I do want to do it this way. Is this going to tell me there's a bunch of conflicts? Yeah. So what do I do? See, this is that stupid .godot file. These are the ones I want to merge. No, that I used to have them like they wouldn't bite me. They would just be around. Like it'd be just like Indiana Jones, where I'd like step into a room filled with snakes. And then I'd be like, "Oh fuck, I need to get out of here." Then like I'd open a door and more snakes would come piling in. Like piles of snakes would come in, and they weren't a particular type of snake. It's very much like Indiana Jones. I don't know if it was because of Indiana Jones. Trying to think of the best way to do this. Hero inventory. Yeah, I think what I did is I deleted the remote hero inventory, and then I didn't delete the local hero inventory, so I just switched to it when I meant to delete it and create a new one. I think that's what happened. So then I switched to an older branch. It looks like this. It's going to be easier to manually fix this. I mean, you got to do this at least once, right? That sounds like my living life with this game. The UI just keeps getting more and more complicated. Yeah, so let's do this. Let's switch back to hero activity. No, I don't. What are we doing here? No, I don't want to. I don't want to do whatever. This is just Godot stuff. Discard. Stash him. Yeah, fuck it. Who cares? Stash him. Let's close this crap, actually. No, I don't give a fuck. Get out of here. We don't need this up here. All right, so we're on hero activity. And then I need to open this somewhere because we're going to copy and paste a couple of things. I pushed this shit. It's only a few things. We'll move this over here. We're on hero activities. We'll open this again. Luckily, I'm a slow mover here. Luckily, I haven't accomplished anything. It's all dog shit. All we got to do is fix the underlining stuff. So let's do this first because I'm lazy. Which file does this have? No, so what I did, I'm pretty sure what I did was, we need to get this file out of here. We're getting from the other branch. I had a branch called Hero Inventory that I worked on for a while, and then I merged it into main, but I left it sitting there. And then I started a new branch called Hero Activities, which I worked on for a while and merged it in there. And then on the remote, I deleted Hero Inventory because I was done with that, but I didn't delete it locally. So I wanted to create a new branch that was also named Hero Inventory just because that we were working on that again. But I actually went to the old branch of Hero Inventory. So now I have two branches that are all fucked up. One that has way more stuff on it, which is Hero Activities, because I just pushed that last weekend. And then a little bit on Hero Inventory, which is like three things have been changed. So we're going to switch back to, we're going to close this. We're going to go back to here. No, I don't care. This is the .godot thing that changed. No, just get out of them. Uncommitted, yeah, get the fuck out of here. No, I can't do it. We'll stash them again, and then we'll delete the stashes. Okay, so then here, this should have the changes we did this morning. There they are. So we're going to copy this thing. No. We're going to copy this thing, and we'll just put like a temp folder somewhere. Actually, project is fine. I have a test folder. We'll do a new folder temp. And we'll put this in here. Then we're going to switch back. Yeah, we're going to switch back to the other branch. We're going to stash these changes because it's once again, hey, it thinks I made a change to, no, I see what it did. We're going to then go back into here. And this should be the bad one. 22. Did I not switch branches? Okay, this is the bad one. We're going to delete this. We're going to move this over here. We're going to reopen Godot. So probably what I should do in the future is make sure that the names are different just so that I know that we're working on a different branch, even though it says the name should be having the names the same. Well, I don't know what happened to my water and stuff. It's gone. I must have left it upstairs. We need to re-import this thing. That's a weird symbol. And then we need to go to here and see what kind of conflicts we have here. When I say conflicts, I mean see what's fucked up. Battle log, what are we looking at? Yeah, so this is missing that whole thing. Man, I really fucked it up this time. It didn't see, so this is like all of last weekend. I mean, it'll be faster this time because I already did it, but so underneath these activities, we need this other stuff. I wonder if I could. Trying to think if there's some way for me to merge the one changes, but not the other ones. But I don't think I pushed them as little. I didn't. I pushed them as one big group. So I kind of fucked this all up. So we would put this down here. I guess this isn't the end of the world, but it's kind of a pain in my ass. Under right panel, we would add in an H box. Here we go with all of our H box containers. This is going to go up here though. And then in the H box, we are going to, and this is going to be inventory and that subordinates, the word I can't spell. Can't believe I did that. Subordinates. With a capital S. And then we're gonna, man, we don't need this shit. Not right now. That's an H box. We're gonna add a V box to it. And then we're gonna add this is gonna be inventory. This is like the left side of this V box. Wait, yeah. We need this to make sure this is in the right spot. This is not in the right spot. This needs to be here. There we go. And then on this side, we're going to add a child that's going to be a label. And this is going to say, let's open up our localization. I can't believe I fucking did that. I think I even talked about, oh, I wonder if this is going to be a problem. Yes, the answer is yes. Why didn't I double check what I was doing? Like I said, you probably got to do this at least once, so. All right, this is going to be word inventory. And then we're going to center this thing. And then we need to expand it. We are expanded. Inventory title. This happened last time too. It's not vertical. We want horizontal. Shrink. No, fill. It's this thing. This needs to, because we only have one right now, we got to go to expand on you. There we go. Then we're going to add another VBox in here. VNox. And this one is not a baby. It's going to be subordinate with an S. And this should have an S. Jesus Christ. And then we're going to copy this. And we're going to put it in. Go, get the fuck out of here. Why are you not? There we go. And then this is going to say word subordinates. And then why is this so ugly? Because this one's not set to expand. There we go. So then we're going to have the two sides. And then on the subordinate side, well, we need to rename this. Subordinates. And then we had, oh, you know, it wasn't a VBox. I mean, it was a VBox container, but we also had a scroll container in here. And then in here we had an HBox because that's what we do here. And then in here we had a label that was like test subordinate. And it's invisible. So we need this. I think it's this one. Expand. Why are you invisible still? I think this exact thing happened last time. We want this centered. We want this centered. We need this thing. This thing. No. I guess I could switch over to the other thing. Oh my god, this fucking chords. Switch over to the other thing and look, because this is exact same thing happened, and I just can't remember what the fix is. I think we're missing. See, I thought this and I didn't say it. I said, you know, when you try to remake things, it never comes out the same, and it looks. Things just change. And now I'm already thinking of changes that we're going to do right here. This should say inventory and subordinates. Except we're going to need this as a thing. So I don't know why I typed that in. We're going to go... See, it never can come out the same. We also need a checkbox. Phrase. Inventory and subordinates. Subordinates. And then we'll translate this. I'm just like all dragged over and weird over here. See, now it's different than it was a second ago, than it was yesterday or last weekend. All right. So then this should go here. But then this, we need another H box because you never can have enough H boxes. All right. So this actually needs to be above this. Wait, we don't need a inventory and subordinates title. And this might just be able to go right here. And then we center. This will work without this H box. So we're getting rid of this H box. Then why are you invisible? We got to figure you out. I think it's because one of these things, that looks right. It might be the scroll container. We need to have it, yeah, see it's too short there. And it should expand while this other thing, vertical is set to fill. It should expand as we add things in, like as we add more of these in. I don't know why that one's not centered and this one is. What happens if we just delete you? Center, center. Oh, look at this thing. It's going off like the edge. Does it have a minimum size? The fuck is it going off the edge? It should be the same size as this other thing. Horizontal is something holding. Oh, look at this. The first one did it again. All right, let's get rid of these other ones and fix this one problem first here. Let's just delete all these. H box? No, we need a V box. That's our first problem. It's vertical. Then we add a label on here. And this is going to be test subordinate. And this needs to expand though. We have that set to expand. I'm missing one thing. Clip contents. I mean, that's not what we want. You're still not right. You should be centered. You should be layout. It's always got to be horizontal, vertical. Shrink to center. We want you to fill. Now that at least that's not fucked up. What is your problem? You need to be center. You need to be nope. You need to be center. Still can't see this thing. You need to be that fill. That's right. That's right. The V box is inside there, which is what we want. And this is wider because there's two of them in there. I'm pretty sure we don't want that checked. Because this should expand to cover what we're doing. And I don't think we need to fuck with any of that. None of that we need. Let me think here. I have another scroll container somewhere. Let me think. Do I have it in this game? I do have a scroll container that is, we'll save this, that is under our county info panel. It's right here somewhere. Oh, I guess it's not a scroll container. Well, that's strange. I feel like it should be. You know what we could do? Once again, it's never going to come back the same. We actually could put a panel container in here to make it look a little different so it's not so mush. Now that I think about it, let's turn this off. Let's have to figure it out. Figure out my problems here. And I don't know why all this stuff's expanded. We could do a panel container. In here, I think. Can't believe I fucked that up. I'm still kicking myself over it. I don't think that actually this is going to work how I'm thinking here. We go a panel container in here. And then the V-box goes inside here. And then this, though, it's still invisible. This isn't expanding right. I don't think the clip contents thing should be. So why isn't this thing? And this didn't actually change. I think that, yeah, that didn't do us any good. I was thinking it was going to change something, but it didn't. What the fuck am I doing wrong? I can't remember. This is set. We want a scroll container over here that we set to a specific size. Not a specific size, but it needs to not go over this. So maybe that's what we need to do is put I don't remember putting a minimum size in there though. But we could put a minimum size. What is this thing? It might have been fucked up before. The X is what? 50 or 500? X is to the, I couldn't remember if X was which direction was what. What's 500? 500's too big. What's 400? What's 300? See, now we can see this too. What's 250? All right, that looks about right. So now if we put a bunch of these, what happens? We want to get the scroll thing to appear. And there it is. But then what if we want to scroll? We need to make this small there. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't look and notice. Kicking myself over here. Anyway, now we have 32 of these. At least this is right. I hope. So on here, that's what we want. So that works exactly how we want it. Except this is kind of ugly with that little bit there. It kind of looks bad, but you know. And that's actually better than how we had it before. I hope. I'm just telling myself that. No, we don't want this. We can minimize you. We want this to turn back on so we can see it. And then on the left-hand side, we just need a bunch of rich text. We need 5 rich text. On the left-hand side of the right-hand thing here, this is going to be our subordinates scroll container. And then on the left side here, we have inventory. And then underneath the inventory, we're going to add another H box. No, I don't think we need another H box. We're going to add a rich text label. And then this is, well, we're going to need 5 of these things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this one's going to be, I'm going to just, we had a specific order that it has to be in though. Jesus Christ. Because we're going to put an array of these things. The first one was reconnaissance. These are not in order because this is like in alphabetical order or something. But the first one was reconnaissance. Do I have this somewhere? I don't think I do. Reconnaissance title. And then the second one, I think, was There has to be this. This has to be somewhere. Population data. That's also an array, I'm pretty sure. Equipment is what we called it. Oh, it probably doesn't exist in this one. Good God. It was just like 2 days of work that I'm recreating. Are we on the right thing? We are. Equipment. So this was reconnaissance. I think this one was medical equipment. I think this one was armor. No, defensive. Defensive equipment. This one was offensive equipment. And then the last one was auxiliary. Auxiliary. Fucked it all up here. Equipment. And if we're doing this, let's put it in, let's do it like this. Since we gotta redo all this shit. I'm still kicking myself over here. And then we're gonna need a label below these. In between each one. I guess we could copy and paste this stuff in. Oh, right, we had to fit content. And then how did I get this shit to center? We did that. Okay, that didn't work. Whoa. What did I just do? I hit copy and paste or something. Now, I was trying to hit Control Z. Oh, here we go. No? And I hit Control Z and X, I think. There we go. Winning? No, I don't think we're winning. We're losing, Joker. We're 100% losing. We've lost. I wonder why this isn't centered like it was before. We're losers, Joker. Well, okay, it's just me. I'm the loser. So this one is our title. In the title, we needed rich text. And before it was, when I converted it from a label to a rich text, it was centered. And now it isn't. Layout, maybe? Horizontal aligning. Left. Center. Thank you. Center. It's just in a different spot. So let's do that with this one, with all of these. Center. Center. Turn this on. Fit content. Then we can start our copying and pasting. Let's put offensive equipment above defensive. It just seems like that'd be more fun since we're doing changes here. Lots of losing going on. Medical. And then auxiliary. Then back over here. Then copy, paste, paste. No. Get over. Yeah, break free, little buddy. You can do it. No, no. Come on. Break free. Too far. Too far. I said too far. There we go. This is going to be then. That one's actually the word inventory. This one's going to be reconnaissance. Label. This one's. I'm getting lazy. Offensive. Label. What's going on here? Offensive. I guess it's the icon that's a different size. Offensive. I guess so. I can't use the arrow keys to go down here. This is going to be defensive. Label. This one's going to be medical. Label. This one's going to be, we have to rewrite all that other shit. Auxiliary label. And then we're going to just go whatever. Ox. Blood bag. You know, from Mad Max Fury Road. He was a blood bag. This will be, we said like bark armor or some shit. Offensive. It's a pew laser. Sure. And then reconnaissance will be eyeglasses. You can see better with glasses. All right. Everything's working. According to... Oh, we fucked with some of the font sizes for other things. All right, let's close... Oh, we don't have that code in there. The code's gone. Okay. So we don't have this inventory code here, but we do have it here. So that's going to be under scripts. And it's going to be under UI, probably. Inventory VBox container. And we're going to go back over to here. Add a script to this puppy. Inventory VBox container. Not UI scenes. Scripts, UI, open, create. Save. All right, so we got some problems, but it's okay. We're gonna create this, and that's under activities. Yeah, we fucked it all up here. So there's things missing that will be here. Am I looking in the where are activities? Skill labels, current activity right here. Export public. Fuck you fingers. Public. What is this? It says something. It's an HBox container. HBox container. That thing. I know they never work with me. My fingers don't. They're always against me. Oh man, didn't we change some stuff on the clock too? We didn't. It was over here that we commented out some stuff. But this is commented out. That's strange. Yeah. It's like I changed branches mid-typing. Maybe my theory of what happened isn't what happened. Then we're going to need population data. This was an array. Yeah, this is a much more difficult. It's just 2 days of stuff, but I guess so now I feel like I accomplished a bunch last weekend. This is a good data. So we have skills. We have expendables. Where did I stick this stuff? Population data is not going to be here. It's going to be under resources if I put it in the right spot. And we're looking for equipment. Because I actually can't remember. See, I think I added this stuff. Oh yeah, and the thing. Where's this? Under work? I think I added that too. All right, so we have that good data. We have equipment now, but we need in the equipment area, we need to go back to here. We added in a new thing called equipment data, a new script. Why are you using Godot? Oh, because you're a resource. So this is under here. I was also thinking this morning about like all the different C# things that often people in chat say like, why aren't you using this C# thing? And it's all because I'm using resources. Resources take over, like they replace. I said take over, but they replace many things in Godot. What's going on here? It's like we had a crash, or maybe I accidentally closed something. I think it crashed. That rarely happens to me. I was reading, I think I said this last week too, I was reading somewhere and they were talking, one of the issues or Godot forums or whatever, Reddit or something, they were talking about how often it crashes, and I was like, Godot doesn't crash that often for me. It's very rare. So this is going to be a new resource, so we need to, it's the whole reason I was doing that. Maybe I accidentally closed it. Was I wanted to re-import this. And then over here, we're going to create a new script. It's going to called equipment data. And then we're going to open that. Maybe that's it. So that does happen to me. Like it does crash when I make it crash. And it does crash occasionally. I'm not sure if I close that or if it crashed, but it's not like it's definitely not all the time. You know what I mean? Like that's insane. We had this thing we wrote. Well, I guess we can just copy this over too. Where's my beloved all enums? Scroll too far. No, I'm in the wrong spot. Public classes. Where am I? I'm lost. Buried in the the thing that I said that I think I kind of, so I have these different folders for scripts, and I think I actually don't like it. Like I have this UI folder and the public classes. I actually don't think I like it very much. I think I want to pull them all out. Yeah, so this is now in a different order. So we need to change this to A B C D E F. So I think what we want it to do is reconnaissance, defensive, medical, and auxiliary. Is that what we did over here? This just has to match. Yes. And then we had like some -1 thing that happens. Yeah, I totally, now I'm revising. I feel like I accomplished a lot having to recreate this. So then we also, so we have this thing, but we also have we added in we have the quartermaster, which we haven't added in all. This is 2 days. Did I do all that in 2 days? Maybe this is 4 days. I think it must have been 4 days. The quartermaster was a public class as well. So I wonder if there probably was an easier way to do this where we somehow merge and tell the conflicts which one gets what. But there was 300 conflicts is the problem. Where am I going? Public classes. Keep going. It's down here. Script. Quartermaster. And then we can go over here. Yeah, I should have. I can never count. What I probably should have done is tried to merge this in with GitHub and then picked which one. So what it would have done is it would have said, which one of these you want to keep. And I should have picked, like, this one overwrites that one and this one doesn't get overwritten. The problem is all these .godot files. And the way to fix, I think, the Godot issue where this is all, every time anything happens, this change. See, it just changed again. Well, that's for good reason. I think the issue is Godot. Godot. I think the issue is it breaks my dragging and dropping of items so when I drag and drop, I do this all the time. These things in here, it breaks them. It doesn't break all of them, but if it breaks some of them, and probably the solution for that is to switch to like get child or whatever, so that I don't need to include this .godot file. Because this .godot file sucks. Having it update all the time. That's why I didn't want to merge those changes, because I don't know which ones would fuck things up. Now, what the hell was I doing? Quartermaster. All right, so we have our quartermaster file. Quartermaster, where are you, my friend? We'll take all of this. This needs an equipment data from our good data. Our good data needs to have the equipment data added into it. And then we need to set that in the inspector. this puppy right here. Perishable. All right, this is perfect time for a break. It does, like I said, it does make me feel better about what I've accomplished. I felt like I didn't get jack shit done, but recreating it here makes it seem like I did. Even if it was okay, if it was 2 weekends, it does lower. It's not as bad. They're not as good. All right, let me throw up my break timer. Let me pause my music. You can't hear. Little Regina Spektor was playing. All right, I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. All right, let's see what we are doing. I mean, I know what we're doing. We're fixing it. It's not that bad. No, it's terrible. What are we doing? I just said we knew what we were doing, yeah. So let's go back through this thing. We're going to have to skill labels. This thing, I think, needs an array of these things. Oh, we did it. No, we did this part. So we have that one because we need to turn that on and off. We need to turn that on and off with, where was that script? I had that script in this puppy. Yeah, there it is. So it's there. We're turning that on and off. Then we had that for loop that had this stuff. So we need to set something first, which is we need to set the primitive scouting equipment as something. And then we'll set something else as a test here. So in here, oh, we're on the wrong thing. I was like, why does this look like this? We're going to set this as reconnaissance equipment, and we're going to set this as tier 1 reconnaissance equipment because we have it go through and it's going to pick the lowest tier thing, and we'll do a test with like some other garbage later again. So we have this thing set. Then we need to have this array set. We need to have it match, and did I not put it in here? I guess I didn't put it in here yet. So let's go back to our GitHub and go to our UI stuff. And this is going to be under description control. We added an array of something. That's not in an array. Why did I need this one? And it's public. It's not giving us grief down here, though. I didn't have an array of those things? How was I going through them? At what point are we at here? Let's get some errors. That'll help us. If we can get some errors, then we can know. No errors yet. Oh, we haven't put in the thing to have it happen at 4 a.m. And this is not, well, we got the underlines, but we don't have, we need it to have none in there. So that is under the population description panel, we had it on visibility change. You know what we could probably do? I don't know if this is crazy, but we could copy this whole thing and paste it in here. And then we wait for the problems. You know what I was just thinking about? Does this have a constructor or whatever it's called at the bottom? Oh, it does have a constructor. We didn't put this into the constructor. I'm going to undo this. Why would this have issues with this? Population data is faction leader. What are you talking about? Which branch am I looking at here? Okay, let's not do this. Something else has gone strange here. Is this like some, no, here's our type. So there's something else. So that inventory, oh, because we did the inventory for a little bit before we went back to it. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, so the way I was doing it was Man, that means this inventory thing was way outdated. We did so much work on the activities. Holy shit. So let's see here. Yeah, this sucks. This is a terrible disaster. Well, now I know. Uh, and then we'll push this code again, whatever. So what do we got to do first? So first we got to have it, let's make sure that we haven't broken anything else. All right, that's fine. So we need it to, at the beginning, we set up a new thing. We need the clock to be updated too. So that's a thing here. We change the clock. Clock, where are you? So with the clock, we set up daily hour 4. The clock should be updated in this thing, so we might be able just to copy over the whole clock here. Whoops, not that. This thing. Yeah, I don't think we made any. I mean, we made changes, but we made it. Yeah, so we got our hour 4 in there. And then in the county, we added in some stuff. And this county now should also be updated to have everything, I believe. Let's double check that this has the right stuff. After start day. After start day. And then we're going to wait. Assign people to prioritize. See, this is missing all sorts of stuff. Check for construction. So somewhere in here, yeah, I guess we were working on stuff that was on this file, this branch that was extremely dated that I thought was deleted. So that's a bummer. We just need to pull out this. And I didn't notice, which is crazy. That's fucking insane that I didn't notice it. We need to add in here clock, instance, daily, hour 4, plus equals. I think I called it after start day. After start day. Yeah, it's crazy I didn't notice that. And then it's going to equip the heroes. This is at 4 a.m. It will do it. And then this equip heroes is good. So the thing we're missing is in the county description panel. We need to find where that code was. Yeah, the UI thing doesn't work as well as I had hoped it. Having it all separated by like, this is UI stuff and this is, we need to find this. And we need to add in this other thing. Update, we put it inside this because we needed to call deferred. We need this thing in here. Inventory generate equipment. So this is where we were calling that. Where's our call deferred thing? Can you click through to this? No. Update description info. Put that here. This doesn't exist because we need to add this in here. Which is, I was like, why is this thing here? That's why this is here. It looked like it was public though. For some reason. It is public. And it's an inventory box container. Okay. I don't think I have, oh, I do. And it's called inventory box container. You know, I didn't check if if YouTube was working, and it is. Because I worry about it. I mean, I often worry about it. It does too. Did I call it a different thing? I think I had a capital. Oh, I left a V or something out. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. I think we're almost done, actually. Yeah, I need to work on this more. I need to work on Godot more. If it's not this game, then a different game. And I have 3 total games that I feel like I deserve to be continued to work on. This one, like a Hex kind of Vampire Survivors thing, except it's turn-based. It's not really Vampire Survivors. It's just you summon hordes of shit, of demons. Hex demon is what it's called. And then I have another one which is like a Hex Panzer, I call it. It's see if we get any errors here. And we should get errors because we haven't dragged this over. It's like a turn-based vehicle combat thing. There we go. We just need to put this in here. We're still missing, like, how does it know where these arrays are? These arrays of things. I don't remember. Maybe it just counts through them? Nope, we got an error, a bug here. Did I drag the wrong thing in here? VBox container? VBox container? 219. 219. Label queue free. Clear perks. What? It's not open. Let's build this again. If we get this error again, yeah, now that means something weird's going on. Copy error. Unable to cast type because we don't have this script on here. We need to attach a script to this. We need to load a script. Where's this thing? Is it this one? I think it's that one. Let's build it again. I think we did, yeah, we did that for loop where it started at 1 instead of 0, so it skips the none thing. All right, this still isn't working because I think we need to put. That actually looks okay. I mean, they're all the same, but what happened to our translations here? Oh my God. I know what happened to our translations. I glanced at this. I think I mentioned this in another stream. I glanced at this one day and I was like, why the fuck is there an E at the end of recruit? But I did it a bunch of times. All right. Let's close this. Let's go back down to our. We need these things to be in an array somewhere, but I don't remember where. So recruit here shouldn't have this E at the end. And this other recruit button shouldn't have an E at the end. Like I looked at my translation thing and some of them had an E and some of them didn't. So at some point, like I just. See, look, like this doesn't have an E at the end. I just suddenly stopped knowing how to spell recruit, which I've never been good at spelling, but that's out of control. All right, what do we got? So we're missing something. So this should show, we just wrote this today. Population equipment I is not equal to null. It puts this in here. Otherwise, it puts in. So the population data does have, let's double check, does have this array in here now, but we don't have it in here. I wonder if I added this and we need this to be in the constructor, definitely. 100% this needs to be in the constructor and use newest equipment as well. And I don't think I did that at all. This is probably going to have long-term consequences, by the way. We were under activities. Oh, look at this. Here's a fuck up right here. This should be interest data. And this should be interest data. Maybe I did do this, actually. And this is going to be this. I did do this. Equals, well, we got to put it up here. It's after activities. Comma. Use. Newest equipment. This is a bool or something. And then we had another one that is an array of good datas equipment, comma. Come on, what's your problem? Oh, we have 2 commas. And then down here, and then this dot. And then this can just get the fuck out of here. So we did that. Oh, you guys can't. I don't want to sing along if you guys can't hear the music. Make me seem like a crazy person. We will want to move this up to the top. So let's see where we're at here once again. I still think we're missing a something. We did all this? I don't remember doing all this. I must have, though. So this is going to go after activities, which is interest. Oh, we also renamed that thing, but that probably shouldn't matter. Skill data, preferred skill, general interest, activities. So it should go in right here. I don't think I did this. And this is going to be null. Wait, this is a bool? And null. Okay, that's wrong. What is this thing? Oh, equipment was before that. Attributes. Did I put this in the wrong spot? I don't think I updated the constructor. This goes activity equals, but then up here, I put it in the wrong spot. Cut, paste, cut. Then back over to here. We're good there. We can add this. Now we're good there. Maybe something good will come out of this. No, nothing good will come out of this. So 3 hours of wasted time in my life. And how many hours do you have per year? Hours per year. 8,000 hours. Calculator. 8,760 hours times 51, because I'm 51. So we got this number here. And I wasted 3 hours. It's such a small number. Wait, what's this times bullshit? Wait. 3 divided by the big number. It's such a small number that it's infinitesimally small, the amount of time I've wasted. That's what we were figuring out there. How much time did I just waste? It's such a small amount, it doesn't matter. That's what we figured out. All right, no bugs yet, but I still don't think this is going to work because we haven't told it. Yeah. Because it needs to know we're missing one thing here. So let's go back to our thing here. That's saved. So this under update description info, I put in generate equipment. Generate equipment, it's going to show this. It's going to get the equipment length of this thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that I kept saying. There's got to be an array for this crap. Here we go. It's in here. We haven't gotten to there yet. We need to add 5 of these. I knew it. I knew it. I kept saying something is, there's an array somewhere. I expected it to give us a bug though, but it didn't. We're going to ignore those down there because it always does stuff like that. See, I don't think it likes it, the drag and drop thing. I think I should get child or something dumb. I just don't like get child very much because it uses numbers. So it's like get child 3, and you're like, which one is 3, man? So then you have to go back through. Okay, we got a thing here. So the issue now is because I added it to the constructor, we got something weird going on. So before it wasn't added to the constructor, and I'm nulling out in the constructor, or sorry, in the player in this generation, I'm nulling this out, and we don't want to null it out. We want an array of 5 to be appearing there. So probably, can I just do that? Where does this go? It goes right here. We would go like new. Can I just do new good data 5 like this? Oh, I can. So then we would go like this. And then back over to this thing. This shouldn't matter now. I don't think. Oh, yeah, that shouldn't matter now, I don't think. So I didn't add it to the constructor before. And so that would have fucked me at some point. So I guess we solved one problem. We noticed a problem. We noticed 2 problems. Actually, I think it doesn't matter. All right, there's our nuns. So now we need to let it run to 4 a.m. And we should see something at 4 a.m. Yes. These guys are getting assigned their equipment. And there we are, primitive scouting equipment. But, whoa, what are you doing? Why are you jumping around? Don't jump around. This, we're going to change the theme override. And I think font size was 14. I think is what we did. Fuck you. Not 150. 14. There we go. Let's run this one more time. All right, let's let it run until 4 a.m. Yeah, that looks good. Though I'm thinking maybe it should look different, but no, that's fine. This is dumb as shit. That looks dumb. Wonder what font size that is. Guess we'll fix that. Skills title. Here, this one will work too. What's your font size, buddy? 20? Font theme override, font size 20. Let's see what that jacks up. I should make themes. I fucked with themes a little bit a while ago, and I did not enjoy it. And I just ended up going back and changing other things. That looks fine. I mean, this is kind of large. This is kind of a big space. I guess they all kind of have that big space. That's fine for what we're working with. So then what about you? All right, we need to move this thing. We need to put this somewhere else. It can't be, this is a horizontal. So we might need to put like another, I wish you could like exempt stuff. So if I put this in here where it needs to go, it's going to do this, which means I need to put another VBox. And this is why I was saying, like, I wish you could exempt stuff from VBoxes, but I guess that wouldn't work anyways. And we put you in here, and then we put you in here. And then we put you in here. Get the fuck out of here. What have I done? Okay. We start out with a VBox. And we put in the title, which is at the bottom now because fuck me, right? And we put the VBox in here. And then we put this VBox needs to be inside an HBox, which we have somewhere. Here's this HBox. So we're going to put this here. And then we're going to put this on the left. And then we're going to put this one on the right by putting it inside this. Whew, we did it. All right, let's close this thing down. Where the fuck is this? All right, there we go. Restart. I was thinking about this, that the sanitization of YouTube videos where they like not demonetize, they lower the recommendations the more you cuss. And it's weird because if you're getting your information on real life through YouTube, which I believe people are, they're going to think that people talk differently than they do, and then you cuss in real life. And they're like, oh, what was that? You said the F word. It's going to be weird. It is. What? Did we not rerun this? Oh, we need to change. Jesus Christ. We need to change this VBox. Needs to be inventory and subordinates VBox container. This HBox needs to be that as well. But then up here, this needs to be a VBox container. And then this needs to be built. And there's all those things, all those words, phrases currently that I always hear, like, oh, like unalive yourself or whatever is used to get around YouTube censorship. Because like if you say suicide, like it fucks something up. I just changed this type and it didn't. Oh, did I not change the type? Did I not save it? No, I did. This should be renamed though. I don't think. I think that would work, like having code words for things. I think that would work for like a day because I've played online video games for quite a while, and people have always done that in online video chat. You know, like video game chat. And the developers immediately figure out that that's what they're doing, like within a day, and then they adjust the thing to ban certain words. And so I feel like that's what would happen is that would work for like a few hours. As it gained popularity, then it would just be they would just mark that as things. And I also just I don't think it just seems like a strange way to do things. All right, inventory. Perfect. Okay. We didn't look at this, though. These are all none. We've already tested that, but let's run it till 4 o'clock and make sure. All right. So that has been tested there. What we need to do... Primitive scouting equipment. Perfect. So what we need to do now to test this, now that we're back to where we were, there's probably, like I said, going to be something that I changed on the fly that's going to be fucked up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to one of these items, like something like vegetables. We'll use vegetables. So we have a good here. We're going to turn this vegetable good into defensive equipment tier 2. And we're just going to see what happens. I'm not sure how well I programmed this, so... Let's see if he's got vegetables equipped. Oh, he hasn't had he doesn't get his stuff equipped till 4 o'clock. But we're going to fix that too. Not right now, but we will. Okay, so his defensive equipment is vegetables. That's kind of fun, right? Now we got to do something else. We need to make it so wood is a defensive equipment. Oh, what the fuck? Why is this the same? This isn't the same, because if it was the same, he would have... Oh, I guess vegetables is last in the list? No, wood. He would have wood. Why is it showing this all as the same? I know why. That sucks. I don't think this is right, though. I don't think this is showing right. Because otherwise this would be gone. I don't think there's something going weird here. I don't think that's right. It's because of the constructor too, I think. Fucking constructor getting me again. It's a resource, so I don't know if we need the constructor in there. Just delete it. Let's see. Oh, now we got nothing. So that doesn't make any sense. I don't think this is showing right. I think I found a bug. Another bug. What I would like is to have no bugs. Ever. In the engine, that is. So what I was thinking that we probably have to do is make this unique. But it's actually remembering this even when it's because of the constructor, I think. Why do we need a constructor in population data? Because it was there from before. It was there from when it was a public class, we had to have a constructor. We do make copies of it. And I vaguely remember like thinking about deleting some of these or deleting this. If we got rid of it, I wonder how that affects those. Give me the county improvement or county population generation. Yeah, see, we can't do a constructor with that. So I wonder how I would do that, though. I think I would go, we could do it without a constructor if I did like, what is this, a population data? I'm just going to do it like, I'm not going to do it for real. Test equals new, not a capital, yeah, new. And then we go like test dot, no, not test, text, test. My fingers are betraying me so much today. Test dot, what are we, like hit points or something? Equals starting hit points. So we could get rid of the constructor. I don't know what the proper way to do it is. So there's a constructor in the resource, and that's actually causing us problems here. The only place it's used is here, though. And I think what it's doing... I wonder, let me think here. You know, like I changed one of these to whatever, but it didn't, it shows it changing here, but I don't think it's actually, see, like this one's nothing. Yeah, it might be a Godot bug. It's after I run it, they all are changed. But I think oops, we have the constructor still commented out. Let's do this. Let's go back to here. Let's get rid of it. Let's go back to here. I'm gonna Google, you should go away now. There we go. I'm gonna Google Godot C# resource constructor. Because that's leftovers from when it was a public class. Constructor. So here's a guy. What the fuck is a question mark? This looks like C# to me. You know what I'm gonna do? I don't think this is gonna work, but we're done with this for now. In Godot 4.4.net C#, do resources need a constructor? I don't think it's going to know. It's too esoteric. No. However, you can define an instructor if you want to initialize properties when the resource is created. I guess I don't know what the fuck a constructor is. Like why it exists. I mean, that's fine, but why would I want to do that? That's the whole reason of a construct. Excuse me. What is the point of a What is the point of a constructor? Why does it exist in C#? I was going to tell it I preferred that one response. A constructor is a special method that is called automatically when an instance of a class is created. Its main purpose is to initialize an object by setting up its field property. Why do they exist? They allow you to set initial values. If an object requires some setups, like connecting to a... Oh, okay. All right. So Wind, he comes into chat sometimes, and he wrote the... basically, he wrote the map editor, and I just took his code. You know, he was aware. He does his constructors. He has special things happening in his constructor. Let's go back to these. You know what? Wait. So constructors only apply. I'm learning new things every second. Only apply. So this is pointless. I don't think this is necessary because it doesn't do anything special. So on his, he would do like a new list or whatever in here. And I'm just dawning on me, when we create a new one of these, instead of having this equal whatever, we could generate the hit points right here. That's the way we should be doing it. So back over to this, I think this is wrong. Or maybe it's right. I don't know, but I don't think it's necessary. So how would we, so for each one of these, we could do it like the little test I did, where we just go equals all that stuff. Or we could add the constructor. Why am I even thinking about constructors right now? Oh, because it seemed like this was breaking the constructor. This was causing constructor issues. So this is how I thought constructors were. Why would I tell you? What does it matter what I thought they were? Okay, it doesn't matter what I thought they were. I thought they were like another way of referencing things, but that's not it. I mean, it's in the title. It's called a fucking constructor. All right, let's do this. We're going to save, everything's saved, and we're going to push this code to activities here. We're going to recreated the massive, I wonder if I can put fuck up in here. Fuck up I did with the hero inventory. Wait, I recreated the fuck up? No, I fixed the fuck up with the inventory branch. We're going to commit. It allowed me to put fuck up in there. All right, we're going to take this. We're going to just get whatever. Drop. Is that what you do? Yeah, I want to drop this stuff. Drop it. I don't need to get it the fuck out of here. Okay. Do I have to like push that I drop that stuff? All right. We're going to go over to here. I'm going to go to GitHub. Actually, we don't need this. Yeah, it's totally in the name. It's literally, it says it's a constructor and it constructs the fucking public class for you. And I was thinking it did something else. Sometimes you gotta run into a problem to make you rethink what you think you know. All right, so we're not gonna merge this to main, but what I wanna do is go into our branches. So we have hero activity and hero inventory. No, I'm not gonna delete those yet because now I'm scared. We're gonna build this and make sure we don't get any errors. I don't think we will. All right, we're gonna close this because it's gonna make this stuff. See, that sucks too. Let's put that on our list. Projects. We will go make it so dot Godot folder can be get ignored. We might. Yeah, I don't like this. That's new and I don't like it. It's change. I always say you gotta embrace change. So there it is. We're embracing change. I love it. It's the best thing I've ever encountered. So make it so dot Godot folder can get ignored. Can me get ignored? Can B get ignored? It's annoying me. I don't want it. We'll have to just use get child or whatever. All right, then we're gonna switch branches. We're gonna go to a new branch and we're gonna call it new hero inventory. Or what do they do? What do they do in video games? It's hero inventory redux or whatever they say. We're gonna create this branch. We're gonna move all of these things to this new branch. Now we're gonna be good to go. I guess we could push this garbage. Now fuck that. Who cares? Now though, we'll go off that branch next week. Next week? Tomorrow. Tomorrow. We'll go off that branch. All right. I'm gonna call it a day. Let's close this thing. But I guess we should raid somebody. I don't know how many viewers I have, but let's go. Whoa. Let's go to here. We don't need this. I need this though. Let's see who we got on Twitch right now. Who of the people I know, is there anyone streaming? I was hoping somebody I wanted to raid was streaming. All right, let's find somebody. Let's find something new. Let's go back to my dashboard here. I don't know how they do it. I think I feel like I'm doing the rating wrong every time here. So let me go to here. Let me go to my raid button. Wherever the fuck it is. Here's my raid button. So somehow yeah, quick filters, following. Okay, that's what they're clicking that. All right, we don't need to do that. I probably shouldn't do that on this screen though, so just in case I don't want to raid somebody I'm following. Same category. That's what we want. And I want to search with Godot. Godot. ODOT. What were we calling it? A go? Whoa, no, I don't want to do that. Is accidentally. Tag is actually what I wanted. Godot is the tag. And let's see what we got here. Making an FTL. He's in episode 152. Wow. He's going old school like me. Old school? No, that's not the term we want. He's going long term. There we go. Let's check out this guy. His name's Digital Iliad. It sounds good, right? All right. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow, and we'll not do the same thing, I hope, where we have to recreate a bunch of code. I hope. Let's start raid. So, yeah, thank you guys for dropping by. I will talk to you tomorrow. Let's do this start raid thing. I think we got to do the countdown. And